Hi, guys, and welcome to your June 2022. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You Gemini season for the beautiful sign of Capricorn. Hello, Caps. How are you? If you are new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams? Hello to my members. What's up, you marvelous bunch of people? Let's drop it for you as well. All right, so Capricorn, you definitely know the drill here. We're going to be taking a look and finding out what they are not telling you. This is our last video, our last series for Gemini season. The next video that I will be bringing to you will be their feelings, which that is the transitional video that we drop in the same month, but it begins the new season. So that will be, we will be examining your feelings for Cancer season. And I may be doing something else a little bit special for you, but back to this. We're going to be taking a look and finding out what they're not telling you. We're going to be going in and clarifying with, romantic intentions. And then we're going to be taking a look at what the angels are telling you. Now, we normally start by bringing a little bit of education to the most important moon astrology. And we just came out of a full moon. We're still in that energy, a full super moon in Sagittarius. And that hits you, Caps, in the 12th house of all places. So right now you could be a little all over the place with what you are going through because 12th houses brings things to culmination. 12th house is the 12th and final house. It rules endings, period. This house covers the final stages of a project, tying up loose ends. It is your completions, afterlife, old age, and surrender. This is also, associated with separation from society, such as, institutions, hospital, jails, hidden agendas, and secret enemies. This is a Pisces house. On the flip side, it also rules imagination, creativity, film, dance, poetry, journals, and the subconscious mind. I'm going to tell you that this is for Capricorn suns and risings. And I'm going to say that right now it can feel a little heavy for you. You normally go through 12th house stuff when it is the month before your birthday season. For example, I am a Cancer sun, so the sun is illuminating my 12th house because when the sun actually shines or slides into Cancer, it will be illuminating the first house for us. Okay, give me a sec. So it probably feels a little heavy for you right now, Caps, in some respects, because you have a full moon, super moon. Thank God it wasn't an eclipse, but a super moon in your 12th house. So obviously Sagittarius energy is, your higher mind and expansion. Like Sagittarius rules the ninth. And in that house, there could be a lot of things going on as far as what it's illuminating, but more important, or what it means for you specifically. But from a romantic perspective, you're just tying up loose ends. You're surrendering. I cannot get this off of my face. Give me a sec. If I got to pause this video, Cap, one more time. So back to the point. You're tying up loose ends. You're done. You're surrendering to something that you no longer care about. If these things didn't make dollars, they don't make sense. You're all about patterns, Capricorn moon here. If there is a pattern that you have been noticing, then this full moon illuminated that. And now you're not really going anymore. I can tell you that it's going to be stronger for risings and suns, but it does trickle down a little bit to the moon as well, which would be me. It really illuminates. If you were a Capricorn that was born at night, then you're really going to feel it the most. But, you're tying up loose ends. You're done. It's about completion. So that's where you are as a collective. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into some of the things that I am channeling for you, Capricorn, or for our collective. Your collective is people like me and the moon, sun, moon, rising, and Venus Capricorns, not just sun and rising, but, you know, moon, Venus, Mercury. I always feel like Mercury is a given. That is your communication. 95% of you, wherever your sun is, your Mercury follows. That the 5%ers, as I like to call you, and that's just Marv's percentage. It could get a little tricky. It could get a little tricky. So you should be watching for wherever your Mercury is. Okay. The energy should play the same without me having to say it, because they go hand in hand to me. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, yes, I can see this. So there's some things that are going to be changing. Keeping in line with this 12th house thing, the first card that you have is the card of 55, and that is transits. There is a climate here. 5 and 5 is 10, completion. The climate can probably be a little too hot right now. If it's too hot, get out of the kitchen, okay? Somebody, it cannot, is not going to be able to stomach the climate. You shining too much. And when you put the smack down, it's going down, okay? And that is what I'm feeling with this. I will say that you or we collectively get the bad rap. I know my moon specifically is considered to be in its detriment there. I don't necessarily, of course, I'm a little biased. I don't believe that it's the worst moon, but detriments are not about whether they're better or worse. The next card, as I'm getting to my point, is third house. Okay, so some of you guys in a 5 energy, this is the card of 41. Let me know what these numbers mean to you. But when I'm looking at third house communication, you're going ham on somebody. You're speaking your truth. If you have a rising that is third house, there are some things that need to be said. Third house obviously is your Gemini house. Third house is ruled by Gemini. So thinking, talking, so forth, so on. But you know what, Capricorn? You guys, or we collectively, are just getting to a point where I think that you're just tired. Saturn is retro right now, and there's just a lot that you are shedding. It's almost as if you're walking into a new skin, and you're going to be giving everybody that needs to be read that riot act the riot act, period. And you don't give a hell how it's coming off, because you have to worry about Capricorn, okay? You're taking care of your business and handling what you need to handle. And we do have Gemini. Look at that. Look at that. Cross-pollinating. You got that twice. So there is a Gemini in your house, a Gemini in your stratosphere, a Gemini in your all up in your thing. A Gemini is somewhere. You could definitely be Capricorn with a Gemini moon. Going through some things that you finally had to say, communicating some things that you finally have to say to someone that needed to hear it. There's a huge emphasis on your thinking and your speaking and communicating. Let's go ahead and find out what they're not telling you. Wow. Okay. So what popped over? Well, they're not telling you that they are sad. And when you delivered this message to this individual, this is what you got. Okay. Listen, Cap, hold on. Let me get this screen out of my face. They are upset. They're sad. You have moved on. They're not crying necessarily over spilled milk. They are upset and sad. That's just what this is. I mean, now don't get me wrong. And when I'm explaining this damn 5 of Cups, it really, because it still means a breakup. It really it really indicates loss. You can be suffering a loss by some type of setback, saying goodbye. You're feeling bereft, okay? You are breaking up a relationship, feeling deprived of love, longing to be reunited. You're possibly feeling regrets. You're disappointed over the results, or crying over the milk that has been spilled. That's the reason why, those little sayings exist. I don't know. Let's go ahead. Let me take this down and let's find out what they're not saying, because I feel obviously they're not telling you, I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. I'm sad without you. There were something that you did. Your presence is definitely being felt. Oh, wow. So, damn, Cap. Well, this is an Ace of Cups. Looky, looky, and Lou. So, there's a strong love. They're in love with you. They want a brand new beginning. They love and are in love with you. Whatever you have just said to them, what you communicated while you're dealing with your 12th house stuff, you told them to go and take a hike. You chucked the deuces, Capricorn. You drew them a map to your ass and told them, this marks my ass and you could kiss it, or whatever you've done. They're disappointed, and their energy, they're leading this reading with their disappointment and their hurt. Okay. And what they're doing is now they're telling you, I'm in love with you. We'll see what else comes out, but this is a beautiful love. Reunited is what they want. In love with you, a brand new beginning in love. Ace of Cups, the grandfather, the ultimate testament of love. Heart place, though, shows me something else. Now, when I'm looking at the fact that this is the Seven of Swords, they have not been honest. They have this much love for you, but they harbor this love. I was just talking to a client the other day, and I was telling her that I'm not an individual that likes waddlers, a person that, or a person that is afraid to let you know their truth of their emotions, especially if they're a water sign. I was talking about a specific water sign and how pathetic it is of what this individual does. This is exactly what that feels like. You have this much, you walking around with this much, this big bag of love, and you would rather be deceptive about it. Capricorn, I can tell you like this. If there is one thing that you value the truth, and you don't like your time being wasted. Maybe if you knew that they harbored this much love, it would put them in another light. But at the same time, you are a Capricorn. If their actions don't align with what they say, they might as well not say anything anyway. So from an earth sign perspective, they can cancel Christmas if they're not going to act in that love. Now, you still need to know. Some of you guys don't know just how much this person loves you. And that's why it was probably easy for you to walk away, because you know that they are deceptive. One of the things that I feel like this card is depicting, now that I see the energy that surrounds it, is that they lie to themselves. They know that you guys can be successful. They know that you are the person for them, but they have a running away type of mentality. They have a hidden dishonor. They have the lone wolf style. They want to keep themselves. They want to shriek off the responsibility, avoid the obligations. They help create this big ass cup of love, but they don't want the obligations that come along with it. Not in a non-committal type of way either. In a way where they just don't know what the hell to do with it. Now, you going through your 12th house stuff, you're like, so what? So what? I don't care what you're going through. Because at the end of the day, this is the energy that's carrying that Ace of Cups. I don't want to be bothered with that. But here's the thing. This is also the Chariot. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is also the Chariot, Cap. So you know what? On the flip side of this is a hidden dishonor that they have within themselves. They lying to themselves, so they're not going to be truthful with you, right? Victory, will, self-assertion, and heart control. They need to convince you that their heart, this is in their heart. See, this is where this is in the heart place on my board. And in the heart place of my board, it really is one of the most important cards. They all are. But in your heart, you would rather deceive me rather than give me the love that I've earned. That's what you're dealing with, Cap. And that's the reason why you probably walked away. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? We have, they are trying to learn. They are a Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight that there is. They second guess themselves. You know, they undercut themselves. They deceive themselves. I like this combination. Had there been any other thing that came out that did not properly aspect this deception, I would have easily said that this was definitely a non-committal. I didn't feel that the majority of the energy was non-committal. You're dealing with a emotionally immature individual, but at the same time, you're at a level that you have surpassed. They're still at night level. You are the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles as Capricorns. They are still coming to you with a knight, and they are deceiving their heart space. They're deceiving because they want to move slow. Why do they want to move slow? For their own damn reasons. We will find out. What comes to mind is that they're unsure of themselves. They can't stack up to where you are emotionally, possibly financially. The emotional intelligence of a person is imperative. They would rather take their time. And when I say time, I'm talking about 20 years. And they are learning an education. They're a slow mover. They're a slow learner. And Capricorn, it's up to you whether you are going to allow, yes, and they are complicated as hell. They go up and down. They have fluctuating emotions. They abandon things. Like, I see this. They deceive themselves, and then they kind of go on these like emotional like journeys. It seems weird, but in their mind, they'll take like an emotional break where they have to, stack up the 8 cups of love for you. And then like after every argument or every disagreement, they need time to recalibrate. They need a week off, and they have this inconsistency where they feel very much still connected to you, but you need presence. You don't got time for all that shit. What? See, I'm going to say this, and I am a little biased, but it makes sense to me, and it would make sense to me. There is no shade of gray. You either here or you not. You can go under your rock and figure out what's going on with you. I know I speak for you, Caps. You guys better be throwing something at the screen. You can come and go under your rock. You can travel and go under your rock and take out all of the time that you want. But if you think that we're waiting or that a Capricorn is going to wait, you got every type of piece of life completely screwed up. That is not how we operate. And when I get inside of each one of you guys' videos, when I'm telling you that these people are trying, they're not telling you this BS, I'm going to tell you too. It is what it is. And this is also the moon. So on top of the 8 of Cups, this is the moon. You mean to tell me the reason why they're being such a slow moving knight is because half the damn time they don't know what they want. And look at this. Look at this, though. Look at what the hell is at the top of the deck. Your major arcana is the Chariot and the moon. All water energy. Looky, looky, and loo. At the top of the deck is the Queen of Cups. In this particular deck, she is the Empress. I can't. They want a brand new beginning. This person wants the privilege of being in love with you, but don't want any of the emotional responsibility of loving you. How does that even make sense? The only person that can make sense to is either an emotionally immature person or a mutable sign, because they have the ability to see both ways, at which you see things in black and white. There is no shade or gray, and that is where the problem. There is where the problem lies. Okay. So I'm telling you right now, you're dealing with a shitload of water, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Okay. Some of you guys are dealing with someone that may have earth in their chart, just not in the same place as you, Cap. And some of you guys, this person may have air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, where there is an idealization of something and it never comes through. They have an idea of how things should go, but that's only when they're dictating to you how it needs to go. They never put themselves in that place. It's always, well, if you would do this, then I will do that. If you want to see Marv have a heart attack, please say that to me. I'm telling you, I'm triggered for you guys because that is such garbage. It's just like, why do you need to see what I'm going to do in order for you to make a move? You fool. What? It's such emotional ignorance. But the person is a water sign. Interested, awaiting text messages, calls, email, talking, and more. They're going to reach out to you. They want to talk. They're trying to figure out how they're going to come at you and speak to you. You got tired of all of this bull, so that's the reason why you put the kibosh on this. And honestly, underneath my Empress was the Tower. So I know that something came crashing down, but I knew that something came crashing down based upon what you're going through this month. You're going through closures. This full moon illuminated your damn 12th house for risings and suns. You don't got time. This person wants to talk. You're going to get a message. You're going to get a call. You're going to get an email. Whatever that is, they want to talk. They want to talk. The more they talk about our love. Look at that. The more they make it obvious. Look at that. Yep. It was one-sided. It was one-sided. They love bomb. They're a narcissist. They are very self-absorbed. And this love is one-sided. And you may be closing that chapter and understanding that although you may have feelings for this individual, this card, this golden mirror clarifying my Ace of Cups lets me know why. So now I feel like you do love them, Cap, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not going to keep dealing with this bullshit. Excuse my language. You're not. Mm-mm. It was a one-sided love that you walked away from. Like I said, they want the privilege of loving you and your love, but they don't want the responsibility of maintaining that love. Clarify the Chariot in the heart place and the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Chariot in the heart place and the Seven of Swords. Abundance. When it comes down to, they fake a positive mindset. They're faking. They're not gracious. They don't count their blessings. This person is negative. They lie to you like it's one thing, but it's actually a completely different thing. If you have called them out, Capricorn, and told them that they're projecting their negative thoughts upon you, you have probably been met with, no, it's you, you're too bossy, you're too this and that. Just typical stereotypical things that I hear about Capricorns. You don't care, da da da. That's because you won't validate them. You won't validate them because they're just as guilty, and you want them to take responsibility for their actions so you guys can move on correctly, but they won't do it. They self-deceive. They deceive themselves. What the heck is this on my arm? They deceive themselves, Cap. They are the type of individuals who will preach this positive garbage mumbo jumbo onto you when really that Seven of Swords lets us know everything. They just want to run away when things get hard. Do you know how If you want to piss a Capricorn off, please do this. Do this. Don't take responsibility for something. Because typically the Capricorn is the responsible one. And I know automatically you've done more for this damn person emotionally, financially than they've ever done for you. You just cut like that, Cap. You didn't mean to. Uh-oh. They're watching. They're looking at you from a distance. They're watching you some kind of way. While they're slow, they want to also kind of protect their interest in you. Because it's clear that they're in love with you, Cap. But they're watching, looking, and their perception is possibly changing. But I don't like that word. I don't want to bring it into existence. I said I was going to stop saying it. But you see it. So there is an education here, though. This individual, they're watching you from a distance. But they've also learned so much. They have Capricorn somewhere in their chart. The chaser. Haha. This is their pattern. So the reason why they are up and down is because this has happened before. This is their pattern. They haven't told you. They deceive into, I'm just trying to be positive, and I'm gracious and I'm blessed, and really this fluctuation of emotions and the reason why they have been broke up with so much is because of their fear of abandonment and their codependencies. The problem also is they don't know how to give anything back. I feel maybe an avoidant personality where they just really struggle with showing love and they try to project that back onto you. The top of the deck does show cut down. And you want to stop the pattern. You want to stop the pattern of you telling them one thing and then they come back. You give them the silent treatment and then they try to will you back in. Okay? Your major arcana is the Chariot and the Moon and the Empress. Your ace of note is the Ace of Cups. You want to stop the pattern that they do. You say you don't want to deal with something, they chase, try to pull you back in. Once you allow them back in, they do the same shit that they did the first time. It's not typically something that you deal with. It's not something that you normally deal with. But you've allowed yourself to deal with it with this person because of the history that you have with this individual. I really do feel like, Capricorn, that it's over for this person. You're done. You're done. But what they're not telling you is this is exactly what they want. They're in love with you. They don't want to lose you, and they want to keep this pattern up. They can be, I'll be fair, they can be completely oblivious of it, but they're gonna call. You're gonna get a message. They want to talk to you. They want to talk things out. Within the next few weeks, you're possibly going to see some type of change, or they're going to try to do something nice for you, Cap. We have There's Something Better. What was the first thing that popped in your head when you saw that card? There's Something Better. And finally, we have Big Happy Changes. Look at that. What is at the top of the deck, Spirit? A peaceful resolution. So maybe they will finally allow you to walk away peacefully. I don't 100% buy that. This person is extremely invested in you. Extremely invested. Although they haven't given you nearly as much as what you have invested in them, they really don't want you to move on with anybody else. This indicates that there's a shitload of passion. Sex is amazing. The connection is amazing. Again, this is how they see you. This is how they feel about you. But this is where they are. Okay? They're a knight. They're a knight. Taking notes. learning as you guys go. They want you to be a teacher. Are you going to sign up to be a teacher? Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe, Capricorn. If you have made it this far, I am on summer hours, okay? If you're interested in booking a reading, you can do so, okay, Caps? I am on summer hours, okay? Please book accordingly. We have video, we have email, we have audio, we have text message, and we have phone. It is always a pleasure to read your energy. Your major arcana, again, is the Chariot, the Moon, and the Empress. And I will see you, darlings, in the next video. Bye, Capricorn.